Hello everyone. By following this video, let us understand how to write FIN5283 Week 2 Microsoft Corporation Case Study. If you observe, two documents are attached in the mail and a simple question is asked to which you need to provide the answer. Let us read the question. The question says, please review the presentation of the financial modeling and forecasting. You need to review this document. Then please review the Microsoft Corporation case study. Then cross-check this case study and submit a paper explaining the components of spreadsheet and finding. So you need to evaluate this spreadsheet and you should comment, you should interpret some details regarding the spreadsheets and what information you found in the spreadsheet. Next, you need to find out what is your financial recommendation for the forecasting regarding future profits, liabilities, assets, and deficits. So when you open this financial statement, you find different type of information and you are supposed to comment about different information based on your understanding of the financial statements and whatever the data that is present on the financial statements. Okay, so you read this one. I'm trying to explain this understanding on financial statement and concepts. Just open the file. Now, different components of this financial statement includes income statement. So this is a basic introductory page. Then you have an income statement. You should discuss about what is income statement, what it explains, and what kind of details you can find, what kind of forecasting you can do using the income statement. Then you should identify the balance sheet. You should explain the balance sheet, and balance sheet consists of different types of information, what kind of information it presents, how it is important for the businesses, and what kind of interpretation you can make if assets increases, liabilities increases. These type of details should be explained. Then cash flow. Next, you will be having segment wise revenue and OI, operating income. Then you can see historical income, which clearly shows quarter by quarter performance of the organization, based on which you can make some kind of interpretation and perceptions regarding the organization performance. Then you have operating segment wise operating history. Then you have unearned revenues related information. Then you have yearly income statement. This is also regarding income. So you have, for income, you have yearly income, unearned revenue, and historical income, then income statement. Three or four types of details are related to. Now let us try to understand what will be present in income statement. If you see the income statement always speaks about what kind of income we made as an organization, what kind of income organization made by operating different type of segments, and what kind of income it generated will be discussed. And along with that, it also speaks about what kind of costs it incurred while generating that income. Based on this, you can calculate by subtracting expenses from the income. We can calculate what kind of income, total income, net income, or like overall income after deducting the expenses, what kind of income organization is having, that can be identified. We can compare it with the previous year and we can say whether organization is performing good or not. Okay, you can discuss based on the revenue, you can discuss based on the total cost, and you can also discuss based on the net income. If total revenue increased when compared to its previous year, we say that organization is having good revenues and it is a positive thing for the organization. If organization is having expenses that are more than the previous year, you should conclude that the expenses should be reduced. Then again, if you have net income that is lower, you should say that organization has experienced more expenses. So because of that, its revenues got decreased. So overall, you are supposed to explain how the costs, income, revenue, and income were changed when compared to its previous year. If the total net income is good, you say that it is a good situation for the organization. Next, balance sheet speaks about assets and liabilities. So assets should be more when compared to the liabilities, and when compared to its previous year, assets should be increased and liabilities should be decreased. Okay, this explains a good operating situation for any company. So just cross check the results. You speak about balance sheet and you speak about results, and you can make your own conclusions based on performance results that are provided in the balance sheet. Cash flow. Cash flow includes details about all the expenses or revenues that are created by the organization. Total outflow inflow of cash will be calculated in cash flows. So based on total cash flows, total inflow and total outflow, you can make some kind of conclusions related to the cash flows. Then segment wise revenue is when the organization might having different type segments in which it is operating and generating revenues. So based on the segments, the operating revenues, operating income is explained here. You can identify when compared to 2010 how the values are there for 2011, whether it is increasing or decreasing. Based on that, you can make your conclusions. Similarly, you can speak about any other section that is provided here. Okay, so the other question is forecasting financial requirements. So if the trend is increasing, for example, if you see the financial statement here, if the trend is increasing, means it is 2773876. You can see this. The trend is increasing from 1990 to 2006. The value is increasing over a period of time. Quarter by quarter, the value is increasing. It clearly indicates that the organization is having a positive trend and it might increase its revenue. There is a possibility that its revenues and profits will be increased in future. So the organization is having a good operations, and if any investor want to invest in the company, they can invest in it. So it will be a good decision. Okay, so in this way, we discuss about different components of the financial statement and we also interpret results. All right, so based on this, you explain what are different components, then start explaining how each and every statement that is provided in the financial statement are providing data, and interpret the data that is provided and make some kind of assumptions, forecast related to the organization performance. Okay, so that is all about FIN5823 Microsoft Corporation case study. All the best.